Hi beauties, today we're going to talk about ways to really and truly love yourself more right where you are without having to change anything else externally, which is really the ultimate way to feel good, to feel light and happy and peaceful in your life as is, which is really the goal for all of us, whether we're trying to go about it in this way with a new relationship or trying to lose weight. What we're really trying to get to is feeling good. And we've all heard this idea of loving ourselves more, but it's not always the easiest to accomplish. It sort of can seem a little bit, fuzzy, esoteric. How do I really do that? So today I want to talk about some very solid ways to start loving yourself with some practices, and it starts to seep in a little bit more over time. I know this from personal experience because I have truly not loved myself for a lot of my life. I, totally beat up my body to the point where I had eating disorders. I would criticize myself every time I looked in the mirror. This is something I talk about really for the first time in my new book, Recipes for Your Perfectly Imperfect Life, which I'm so honored and grateful to share with you. It's pre-selling now, so you can check it out on the link below. But this is my most personal book about, how did I get to the point where I had so much, self-abuse and self-doubt and body shame to get past that. So there's a lot more detail in the book. But the first thing I'll say is that for me, healing very much had to start with how I was approaching food, how I was putting it into my body. I had to relearn how to feed myself because I come from a place of calorie counting and eating tiny amounts of food and feeling guilty if I ate more. So I think it's really important to take at least 3 to 5 recipes that become your staples and that you feel very comfortable with making. You have the ingredients around lots of the time. We had to get fresh produce, but whether these ingredients have, quinoa or lentils or, gluten-free wraps that you can keep in the freezer. I'm talking very simple meals. For me, I make this everyday awesome soup, which is in the new book. 3 times a week at least. I eat gluten-free avocado and hummus wraps all the time. I have the Dharma's kale salad all the time. So taking all the thinking out and learning to make different variations of recipes you're very comfortable with is a very important way to start loving yourself with that care, helping to get out of calorie counting into whole foods, really nourishing for your body is huge. If you need more support too, we have our 30-day roadmap, which is a really comprehensive program which walks you through with videos and meal planning and recipes. We have a sale going till January 1st, so you can check that out as well. And that's a really great way to, again, just get on a nice, clear schedule. So I talked about guilt, and that's one of the most detrimental things, hands down, I think energetically, that we all have to deal with. So this idea of forgiveness has to start with ourselves. We can't really love ourselves if we are withholding love from ourselves, if we're angry about, eating that cupcake or, some action we took or messing up a job or messing up a relationship. We're all on this journey. We're all learning. We're all perfectly imperfect. We're doing our best where we are. And the point is we continue to learn, we go forward, we take a step, we continue to grow. And it's really, really important that we don't stay mired in the past. We have to forgive ourselves, which may seem like a radical idea. And it was for me. I had so many things I was angry at myself about, I didn't like about myself. I mean, again, big, huge topic here, but basically being in this moment. And if anything comes up, and I feel it in my gut a lot, things that we feel guilty about, just practicing breathing in, letting go, just say, I forgive myself and I'm forgiven, or whatever mantra works for you. But forgiveness is a huge, huge, huge energy that should become a mantra for all of us, I believe, in 2019, because that is a huge part of loving ourselves. Letting go of the past, doing our best in the moment. Guilt and not forgiving also keeps us in the past, as I mentioned, so it takes our power out of the now. So we want to get into whole foods. We want to forgive ourselves. And we want to surround ourselves with loving people. I think that's important if we want to foster more love. People that are able to hold space for us and listen, and we can listen to them. I'm into women's circles here in LA. I'm in 2 different moms groups. I sought this out myself. It's a different energy than the energy I had from groups of friends that I love as well. But there's something really nice about the collective with like-minded goals that feels really supportive to me and has helped me express myself. I think I had some blockages in my throat chakra when it came to my personal life and my personal feelings. So being able to express and find those like-minded groups goes a long way in us feeling comfortable with ourselves and loving ourselves. And if you are having, if you would like to create that like-minded group, and you're not finding in your community, or even if you are, I invite you with all my heart to join us in the Feel Good Circle. I am there. I'm with you guys. It's themes and videos, journal prompts, audios every week, a private Facebook group where we really share and support each other and hold space. So that can be a really great way to honor yourself and to give yourself time to reflect and meditate and journal and share. And that's a beautiful form of self-care.